Salmon in green coat. A lovely dish, easy to don, can be prepared way in advance of your guests arriving, giving you a lot of time to spend with them with a glass of bubbly. Let's go to the basic ingredient. Salmon, leaves of spinach which have been blanched. That's the main dish. The garnish, mussel, which have been cooked with what we've done before, the nage. The sauce, mushroom, shallots, cream, and butter. So the first thing to do, little salt on your salmon, pepper, and then you wrap it up into your leaf of spinach. You put it in the fridge and you forget about it, because that's the last thing you're going to do about 5 minutes prior of serving it. You cook your mussel, which I've done, strain them. Your mushroom, shallots, the juice of the liquor of the mussel into it. You reduce it to the consistency of a syrup, and when it is nicely reduced, pass it in to a chinois. Add the cream to it, which I just done, and your butter. And 5 minutes prior of serving the salmon, when you're sitting for the first course, you put it into your steamer. To the finished article, which is there. I will open one up, and when you dish it up, little bit of clarified butter to give it a nice gloss. And that's how it should look like. Beautiful and moist. Dead easy dish to do.
Marguerite of salmon and turbot. In this recipe, I'm going to leave Albert doing the cooking. I'm going to do the arty bit. Now, for the Marguerite, I need a little fillet of salmon, a fillet of turbot, and I'm going to put one together so you'll see how to put the daisy together. Now, I'm cutting long strip of the salmon, doing exactly the same with the turbot, thin long strip of turbot.
That's the tail of your salmon, Michel, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you better keep the middle part for other dish.
That's right.
Like, in fact, what you did, which
Yep.
was the beautiful steamed spinach. Now, what you need is a soft cardboard pieces, square. You wrapped it into a piece of alcohol. And you brush it with a little melted butter.
You can do that way in advance, too.
Oh, everything, in fact, can be done.
The sauce, absolutely everything can be way
What
in
I
advance.
like in that dish as well is that anything can be done in advance.
So it leaves you more time to spend with your guests.
Little salt, little pepper, yeah. And then you start by the outside of the daisy. Now you want to do a nice little circle, yeah. So you need 6 to 8 pieces altogether to make your daisy.
Yeah, it's very effective on the plate.
It is.
Isn't it?
You've got lovely
Very
colors,
effective.
that pink and white. There we are. So inside, again, now we are on the turbot, the white color. Now we'll move to the salmon, back to the salmon. There we are. Now we backed into the white fish, turbot again. And to finish, I'm just going to take tiny little piece of salmon. Careful your fingers.
Yes,
huh?
yes,
you
you're
know,
dangerous
I've done
with
it
your knife.
before.
No,
Then
no,
you do
you're not.
like a little roses, which you put right in the middle. And that's a nice little daisy. So put it back a little bit, press it so it will hold nicely, pepper and salt, and that's going in the oven in a second with the adders, which I've just done a minute before, into a baking sheet which has been lightly buttered. There. And fish stock has been poured onto it. Again, a bit more pepper and salt. It does need to be nicely seasoned. Now, greaseproof pepper, which I've buttered, cover it nicely, and it goes in the oven for 3 minutes.
Well, while it goes in the oven,
Yes.
I'll take you through the sauce.
Please
so
do.
The main ingredient of your sauce, some butter, on which I'm going to put into a warm saucepan.
I'm going to get my garnish ready. during
My
that time.
shallots into it. Mushroom, which have been roughly diced. Little bits and pieces of fish, which are leftovers. And I'm going to let it sizzle gently for a few minutes.
I like the smell of it.
Yeah.
The mushroom and the shallots together. That's lovely. Using champagne again.
Oh, yes.
You can use sparkling white wine if you want.
You certainly
to.
can,
Yes.
or dry white wine.
As you've got to bear in mind the cost of
Of course,
dishes.
yes.
But let's say it's Sunday and we're using champagne. Good.
Now, when that is nicely sweated, I'm going to add a sprinkle of champagne, fish stock, looks good, huh?
It does. It does.
Turn it well together, and I'm going to let it reduce until I get into that. And to that,
Let's have another look at it.
See, it's
you
like a
see-
syrup.
Yeah, take it. That's
but
it.
leave it to me.
Well, you see, you
I
do
didn't-
things
I-
too quickly.
I did not interfere when you
No,
were
but
doing
let's
your
show
marguerite.
a bit better.
So there you are.
Better. So it's
It's
like
very
a
syrupy.
brie.
That's
it.
right.
Eh?
Let me do the talking. And then into it, add the cream, bring it to the boil, and when it is boiling, with that, put it into a clean saucepan, which I got here,
And you've got your
and
sauce.
into that, I've added my cream, I've added my butter, slowly, without let it boil, and at the last minute, I've added my whipped cream. Now, I've finished up
Now, can I just...
with the sauce, which is coating.
I
Beautifully
wanted
mashed
to, I wanted to ask you that, in fact. That's the
Coating,
proof
yeah.
of a lovely sauce. Look.
And it is golden.
Oh, look.
Beautiful and shiny.
You don't do that very often. No, your sauces are always good. Now, I think I ought to get my fish, Albert.
Get your marguerite out.
I think they're cooked, Albert. They're quick. I mean, they cook very quickly. They normally take around 3 minutes to cook, and I like my fish lightly undercooked.
Well, it's still cooking
Good.
after you're taking it out of the oven.
Yeah, especially when
Yeah,
the
they look
fish
good,
Are, yeah,
Michel.
do they? Good. So, got my little garnish there. Your sauce is finished. You're happy with it? Ah, look at that.
Very happy
Yeah.
with that.
Look at that. Yeah. What we need there is to take the... that's very... You've got to do that operation very delicately. You take your marguerite of salmon with a large palette. What I call a palette is sliding. And then you make sure there is no excess of liquid. So you hold it with your hand. Take it in your other hand like that. It's hot but not burning, promise you. Then it goes on the plate. That's the marguerite, that's one. Then you place your little carrots, which have been blanched, lightly cooked, in fact. They've been lightly cooked. Then you've got the courgette, the baby courgette, which are done exactly the same, but cooked less longer, as courgette are very quickly cooked. So there's that. And in between, a little cucumber, but the cucumber are raw. Now, may I have the sauce, Albert?
Here it is, Michel.
That is supposed, the plate are supposed to go in the oven now for 30 seconds, just to
There's your sauce.
keep it hot. But since I like to take a little
A
bit.
larger spoon.
Yes, thank you, Albert. Look at that beautiful sauce. That's a lovely dish. A little sauce in between. You can see that the strip of cucumber are not sinking into the sauce. That's why I like them to be like that. Here we are.
Little chevron on top.
Little chevron on the top of the daisy.
Does look good, Michel.
Yeah, it does. A few little dice of tomatoes. That's one of our most successful dishes at the Waterside Inn.
I'm
People
not
love
surprised.
it. People
I'm
love
not
it.
surprised.
And about next week, now we will see you on shellfish. Albert, you will cook your mussels, amongst other things, of course. Oh, well, I'm looking forward for that.
Well, it is time to wish you goodbye.